Irish eyes are smiling for Louis Walsh. It's the phone jacker reveal, Kayvan, Novak, and their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Big Mac, no cheese, Mack. It's Fizz from Corey, Jennie McAlpine, and their team captain, Jason Manford. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, an iguana can stay underwater for 28 minutes or longer if you don't mind it dying? Per square inch of head, people with red hair have 750 fewer friends than other people. Forgot we had one in. And 93% of all greeting cards are purchased by women. Well, if they made a "I'm bored with you, but I can't be bothered to leave you" card, maybe we'd buy more. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. Jason's team, what do you think the top 5 most talked about things in Britain are this week?
Well, we've got one person who's been talked about all week right here, haven't we? Louis Walsh over there has been talked about on the old X Factor on Saturday. Everybody's going crazy about it.
I voted somebody out.
Yes.
But I kept somebody as well.
Who did you keep?
I kept Ruth.
Is she Titty Spaniard?
Yeah, exactly. She was the best in the sing-off.
She's the best Titty Spaniard I've ever seen.
That's what Simon thinks too.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro.
Jimmy, this is... She deserved to stay. The other girl, bad song, hiding behind the piano, badly styled. I had to vote somebody out. If everybody cared so much about Laura, why didn't they vote for her so?
Well, if there was any way that they could, they would have.
You lift your phone and you dial.
You lift your phone and you dial?
Yeah.
Oh, like in the olden days?
Yeah. Jimmy, there's 4 good girls left.
That's no way to talk about JLS. Do you think it's gone a bit too far? Because there were questions asked in the House of Commons this week.
About Laura being voted off?
Yeah, isn't that ridiculous?
Well, you know, you were up at Jonathan Ross's house. He was mentioned in the House of Commons as well, so...
The world's gone mad?
Yeah,
Well, there's
absolutely.
nothing else in the news, really.
There's nothing else in the news except celebrities.
Yeah, there's no economic disaster or...
No.
I think David Cameron mentioned something about something that happened in an episode of Pingu the other day. He said there's no way to slip through that ice. In July, maybe, but not in November. I have thought about going on the X Factor, but the problem is all my family are healthy, my dad hasn't been in prison, I wasn't bullied, you know. I mean, no use. When you think about it, what the X Factor does, it takes people's sort of domestic tragedies and kind of turns them into qualifications. So, your mum's dead, your dog's got cancer, you're going to have a hit. Is that unfair?
And I like Danny Minogue on it because everyone gets very emotional about it, and she's so professional because she never shows any emotion, does she? That's the sign of a real professional. How does she manage that, Lou?
I think it's something to do with Botox.
Oh, no, you didn't!
I like the first few episodes, they're my favourites. The first few episodes when there's the proper head the balls on. You know what I mean? Like the proper nutters, though. Like, they could really shorten it, you know, for me. Like, proper have people just going along the queue going, where are you from? Leeds. Where are you from? Hull. Where are you from? Narnia! All right, you're in. Next one.
I feel sorry for them all.
That's how I feel when I watch Corrie. Kayvan, you do a lot of voices on Phone Jacker.
Yes.
Would you consider
On
doing...
the X Factor.
Yeah?
Maybe I could do a name that tune right now. Nice. They touch your body. Everybody like me.
I didn't think anyone could make that song gayer than George Michael, but you own it.
I thought of going there. There's another scandal, wasn't there? There's one of the girls who was given a week off because she had laryngitis.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
Diana.
wrong. You get a week off. Freddie Mercury had AIDS. He carried on singing.
Let's have a look and see whether the X Factor is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, it is the third most talked about thing this week. Yes, this is the story. Laura White was voted off X Factor on Saturday, or as the world will remember it, 8/11. The important thing to remember about X Factor is it's a proper singing competition, and it's now between Crack Mum, Dead Wife, Leprechaun and Titsy Spanish. Those are the four names. OK, Sean, Louis and Kayvan, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
President Obama, he's become president of America last week. The main talking point is, in his speech, acceptance speech, he said to his daughters in a very sort of touching moment, he said, "You can have that puppy now." Which is actually a pretty crap promise, isn't it? If you're president of the United States, you'd at least say, "You can have a pony on the moon." And I'm going to have a penguin. That's what I'd do if I was president of the United States. I'd have a penguin just wandering around the White House like that. And I'd dress him up as a general. And everyone had to salute him wherever he went.
But there is a general, like a penguin who's a general of the... Is it the Norwegian army?
Have you been watching a lot of Walt Disney films recently?
I'm telling you. Google it. Not now, we're busy. But, you know, there is actually... I bet somebody in this audience knows that that's a fact.
What, the people?
Right? Look at that. Facts.
I don't know whether we're really covering the Obama story in the detail we should. Seems a bit penguin-y to me.
It must be quite tense for him. He knows he's president, but he knows he doesn't become president till January. It's a bit like when you're at school and your girlfriend's 15 years and 9 months. You're thinking... Come on, fly by. When you're at school, I said...
Oh, I see, right.
Oh, right, when you... I thought you meant when you hang outside of school.
I like Clinton said, he said, "I really like Obama. I like his intelligence and I like his curiosity." I thought, curiosity isn't a strong point for somebody in the White House, is it? You don't want somebody walking around going, "What's this button for?"
Kevin, did you follow the election?
I was nervous. I thought, oh, my God, McCain might get in. I'm Iranian, so, you know, I'm kind of...
Do you know when you do those phone calls? I think it's great phone jacket, but the bit I don't understand is you're phoning them up and doing all this. Why are you wearing a disguise?
Hey, bit of fun.
Should we see if Obama's one of the most talked about things this week? Incredibly, still the most talked about thing in the news. Yes, it's Obama's first week as president-elect. Bookmakers are taking odds of 12-1 that Obama will be assassinated. It's a long shot, but some of these snipers are shit hot. Back over to you, Jennie, Jason and Lee.
Is it this
Is it belly drumming?
obesity business?
The obesity business. Go on, tell us more.
Tell me more.
Stop people being obese, the government.
Fat.
Obese or fat. Yeah, Louis, that's another way of putting it.
I'm going to join this initiative, right, because I put on a bit of weight over the last
Don't
few
even say
weeks,
it.
right? No, I weighed myself this morning, right, for this, right? I guess, just have a guess what I weigh. Just have a guess. I know this is...
I want to remain friends. I would rather not take part in this guessing game.
What do you reckon?
I reckon...
Two Ronnie Corbett's.
Two Ronnie Corbett's.
Sean's being polite. He meant Barker.
I'm going to join the initiative and I'm going to set my target as the 5th of April, right? And I'm going to get down... Apparently, my target weight is 13.5. That's what I should be getting down to. I'm going to go April the 5th. That's end of the tax year. And then when that bloke comes on the telly going, "Time is running out, time is running out," I can pretend he's talking about my life.
It's a fine idea. I can tell you, this isn't one of the most talked about things this week, but it has been in the news. The government has launched a healthy eating campaign. Of course, it's not PC to use the term fat. We have to use words like bubble butt, fatty boom batty, chunky monkey wobble slobs, or blubbernaut. If you're insulted by any of those terms, how about a salad?
They should bring back bullying. That's what they should do. There's no fat kids, really. There's only the odd fat kids, weren't there?
There was one in every class.
The doctor should say, "I prescribe 3 school bullies," and then as soon as you go out, they just run after you, go, "Fatty, fatty, boom, boom, fatty, fatty, boom." Yeah, you'd soon lose it.
Sean, Kayvan and Louis, what else have the nation been talking about?
Is it the raunchy vicar who was banned from the clergy for 12 years for being drunk in services and swinging. Yeah, she's a swinging vicar. Not only did she do swinging, but she was also a voyeur. Because if she believed that God would be watching. So that's a bit kinky for starters.
Come on, God, you love it.
Yeah. But I just think all that praying in the daytime and swinging at the night time, imagine, must have made havoc with her knees.
It'd be great if she did the marriage, wouldn't it? She says, do you take him? Because I know I have.
She only got caught when she turned up wearing the wrong dog collar.
There are lots of clues for all the keys in the collection plate.
I think that this is actually... The woman that should be blamed for this, or the bloke, is actually the careers officer who told her to go into it in the first place. Because at some point, they've sat down with her and said, what are you into? And she's gone, I really like motorbikes, getting really pissed and shagging other people's husbands. And at some point, they've gone, you thought of being a vicar?
Obviously, this swinging situation, people are just meeting for the first time, I imagine, or you know, they've organised it on the internet and then they've got together. Do you think there's a bit of pillow talk, a little bit of, like, in the middle of it? Like, what do you do for a living, then? I'm a vicar. Yeah, right, sure you are, yeah.
It's better than, hey, love, have a guess how much I weigh. But you can't guess, can you?
Shall we see whether this female vicar misbehaving is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, a female vicar has been banned from the clergy for drunken behaviour and sexual indiscretions. Let us not forget Luke 23, a plumber from Dagenham who she met on the internet. Her congregation got suspicious when she said today's hymns are him, 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 and those two fellas from the back. Let's go. Fingers on buzzers, 2 more things to guess.
Well, there's been a big hoo-ha, hasn't it? The banks have they've took this 1.5% off. The government told them to take 1.5% off interest rates, and some of the banks are refusing to pass it on to us. And they've actually said, we're not charities. We're not charities. You're like, well, hold on a minute, you've got short fucking memories, haven't you? Remember the other week when you were like, can we lend some money?
Jimmy, a lot of people are buying gold as well.
A lot of people are buying
They're
gold.
buying gold.
I know you're doing very well, Louis. Don't go on about it.
They're keeping it at home.
Oh, I'm buying gold.
One thing I've noticed is Cockney rhyming slang. Merchant banker no longer means wanker.
What does it mean now?
Unemployed.
OK, let's see if the banking crisis is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the economic crisis continues this week. I'm not an expert, but the way I see it, the economy is going to get worse before it gets better. Or better before it gets worse. Or stay the same. One of those 3. Fingers on buzzers, 1 more thing to get.
Peaches Geldof and her 99-day marriage. There's a piece of cheese in my fridge that's been there longer than their marriage. It's ridiculous.
It's not over yet, by the way. They're only in crisis talks.
Gordon Brown's having crisis talks.
I know, but Peaches is too.
The only reason I think Peaches Geldof is famous is that the readers of Heat magazine think she's one of their 5 a day. She's one of those inexplicably famous people. I don't mind people being famous if they can do something, if they can act or sing or murder.
Right, shall we have a look and see whether Peach's divorce is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, this is the story. Peaches Geldof's marriage is in crisis after just 98 days. Bob Geldof called her stupid, immature and thoughtless before finally settling on Peaches. So that's our top 5 for this week. In other news, an exam board has removed a Gary Glitter song from its GCSE music paper. You don't want Gary Glitter to be associated with the words, shh, turn over, you've got an hour. Well, at the end of that round, Sean, Louis and Kayvan have 2 points. Jason, Lee and Jennie have 3 points. Our next round is called Pick of the Polls. Jason, Jennie, Lee, what do you like the look of?
We'll go with the England football fan.
Let's have a look at a clip to illustrate the question.
With Grandad, it's more of a street party than a street fight.
Right, it's not Grandad, it's our Grandad. He's ours. He's Millwall's Grandad.
They know me at the South Stand up there, because I tend to get up a bit and give him a few songs.
He's Millwall's Dalai Lama. He's Millwall's spiritual leader.
He'll look round and he'll see all the sad faces and he'll just get up and have a little go.
Fuck 'em all! Fuck 'em all. That's how I start off, you know. Fuck 'em all! Fuck 'em all! You West Ham Liverpool!
Louis, I think he sang that like he meant every word.
Yeah. And he made it his own as well,
He did, he owned that song.
He owned the song, yeah.
Is he potentially world-class?
No.
I like the idea that he said he's our Dalai Lama. That's absolutely fantastic. Because the Dalai Lama's famous for going, what do we think of China? Fuck 'em all!
That is a hell of a confident fella, though, too. I don't know if you've ever tried to start a song at the football by yourself and think, yeah, this one will go well, you know, and then see if people are joining. You just look like a tit.
I try it with, I'm every woman, it's all in me, Chelsea!
When you go to football now, it's like everyone's got Alzheimer's, the early stages, isn't it? Because all the songs are like, who are you? Who's the bastard in the black? How did I get here? What's my name? What's for pudding?
I do, when I make up football chants that nobody sings. Right. And I do put a lot of work in. And Chelsea had a player called Hernan Crespo for a while. And I made up this long, long song.
Let's hear it.
And, oh, Hernan Crespo, will you marry me? Oh, Hernan Crespo, will you marry me with your volley, bicycle kick and lob? Oh, no, fair maid, I cannot marry you because I have no boots to put on. So off she went.
But this didn't catch on.
Oh, off she went to Abramovich's chest and got him some boots of the very, very best. Never caught on.
OK, your related question. 24% of football fans wouldn't what?
Sing any of my songs.
Is it 24% of football fans wouldn't really know the parentage of the referee, but are willing to hazard a guess?
Kayvan, you're a football fan. Who do you support?
I support Liverpool.
You're from Liverpool, aren't you? You sound like you're from Liverpool.
I am, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm from Kilburn. But
near Liverpool.
when you're Iranian, you either support Manchester United or you support Liverpool, because when you start supporting teams, you are, you know, it's 86 and Liverpool are number 1 and Manchester United number 2.
It's funny that, because I'm from near Liverpool and we used to have to support either Iraq or Iran.
Everyone thinks they know how to manage a football team, but I play Football Manager, right, when I get home. I love that game, right? I play it all the time. And my wife comes in, she's like, what are you doing this? It's not even a game. It's tactics, love. And they're all up here, tactics. I mean, I probably shouldn't wear a suit. I've probably gone too far.
My dad's retired to the coast and he likes his football. He goes to watch like a team in like a really low non-league football. And what he likes about it is you can go there and when you have a cup of tea, you get like a china mug. You know, and there's a plate with biscuits on it and you can take some biscuits. And he went the following season, they got promoted and he went to the tea hut and this woman gave him a styrofoam cup and he had to buy like a sealed packet of biscuits. And he said, well, what's happened to the cup and where's the plate of biscuits? He said, oh, well, we've got promoted to another league and you're not allowed to have china cups. And he went, hope we get relegated.
It's to do with male bonding.
Wouldn't snog the bloke next to them. Wouldn't kiss or fondle or put their hand down their trousers when they score a goal. You know, sometimes when you score, you just want to grab the guy and stick it in.
Nearest damn it, that is the right answer.
Sorry
yes.
about that, Louis.
The answer is, in fact, hug. Sean, Kayvan and Louis, your turn to choose. What do you like the look of?
The world.
You like the look of the world?
Yeah.
Half the world's population has never what?
Shat in a plastic bag.
It's exactly what I have on the card, yes.
I have shat in a plastic bag.
Why did you shit in a plastic bag?
I was 13 years old and I forgot my keys. After school, and my mum, as a security measure, locks the door between the kitchen and the rest of the house. So I managed to break into the kitchen, and then I got there, I thought I was home dry, ready, you know, you kind of relax a little bit, you're like, okay, I found it, it's time, and the door was locked.
Why didn't you go back out and do it in the garden?
I was shit in my own garden.
Half the world's population has never backcombed a badger. Ooh, a big like goth badger.
Is it half the world has never used a computer?
Oh, you're not far off with that, yeah.
Half the world's population has used a computer. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Give us a clue, Jimmy. Is it mobile phones?
That is the right answer.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's near enough to get the point, yeah. Yes. Half the world's population has never made or received a phone call. It's like half the world's population doesn't care who gets voted off X Factor. So at the end of that round, it's 4 points for Sean's team and 3 points for Jason's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Most annoying thing about work colleagues.
The most annoying thing about work colleagues is that they always go running to the boss, accusing you of sexual harassment. And it doesn't matter how many times you move jobs, different town, different name. It keeps cropping up as a recurring theme. He's doing it again. It's like the 8th time in a year, and none of it is true. Isn't that?
Is it when they come in and they go, oh, I had a dream last night, and you really want to just go, can I stop you there? Couldn't give a shit. Right,
I get a bit annoyed with people who do things to me in dreams. So, like, if I had a dream about you, I'd be a bit funny with you the next day.
Would you?
And if you were nice to me, I
You had a dream about me?
would. Not that kind of dream, Jimmy.
I can't stand it when people come in on a Monday morning and they want to tell you what a great time they've had on the weekend.
What, they come in and go, well, yeah, we had a barbecue and it was the kid's birthday?
Yeah.
With their stories of their lives?
I want to fucking...
Jennie, what's the most annoying thing about people on Coronation Street?
The most annoying thing is perhaps that Weatherfield is the most dangerous place to live, with, like, there's about 17 murderers in each family on average.
I would imagine that is annoying.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch Coronation Street, I think, how come no one watches
watches
TV? Is it because they're worried they're going to see one of their dead friends on the bill? Probably they go, oh my God, it's my dad on the bill.
Dev goes to my gym.
Does he?
Yeah, he goes to my gym. And
You go to the gym?
Yeah, I go to the gym. There's a lovely cafe.
Most annoying thing about work colleagues?
Is it when they leave their mobile phone on the desk for about 4 hours while they're in a meeting? It just keeps ringing and ringing. It's called a mobile phone. You dickhead, take it with you.
If anyone left their phone in the office, we used to take it and send a text. So we did it to my friend Damo. We sent a text to his girlfriend saying, don't worry, she'll never find out. Kiss, kiss. And then she obviously phoned... He came back and that had 67 missed calls. And then so he phoned her and went, no, I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. No, it must be the guys messing around. Passed us the phone and we went...
Wow.
They're broken up now.
When they suggest you all do a nude calendar, I'd just like to say no, I won't be Mr. October, Jimmy.
I'd rather be one of the cold months, and then you've got an excuse, haven't you?
I'll give you a clue. It's egg is the worst culprit.
Oh, is it smelly sandwiches? Or
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Most annoying thing about work colleagues. Yes, the most annoying thing about work colleagues is smelly food.
That is right. The last aeroplane I went on, do you know what they served?
What did they serve?
Rainbow trout in an aeroplane. Can you imagine how much that smelled? Stunk, because you can't open the windows.
OK, next question. Least pleasant voice.
Oh, is it Laura off the X Factor, according to Louis?
Yeah, Louis. Yeah, she got the least pleasant voice, has she?
She was the least pleasant voice last
On
week
that
of
night.
the two in the sing-off. And no regrets.
No regrets, just got to move on, live your life.
Worst voices are the ones in my head. The ones in my head that say, start fires. Yes, you. No, I won't kill Jimmy.
Your voices are so evil. That's not... My voice goes, just as I'm dropping off, just goes, have you locked the back door?
Jimmy, give us a clue.
She's from London.
Oh, great, you've narrowed it down to
Hold
16
on.
million.
I was going to say, is it...
She's got big teeth. There you go.
Esther Ranson?
No.
Jennie Street Porter.
Correct. Yes, the least pleasant voice is Janet Street Porter's. I'm not saying her voice is bad, but hello, I'm Janet Street Porter in sign language is... Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Louis and Kayvan have 4 points, Jason, Lee and Jennie have 5 points. They're tonight's winners. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.